All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Week in Review with myself, Realtor Rob. So I have my little cheat sheet here, my clip notes or outline, so I can try to stay on task and stay on topic and stay within my allotted personal goal of 15 minutes. So we're going to jump right into it. So this is for the week of 31 October. So first off, I have a post entitled Renters Miss Out on $51,500 this past year. So let me go to my notes. So since January of this year, the national median rent has increased by a staggering 16.4%, and they've steadily gone up since 1988. So keep that in mind. If you're able to rent, invest in yourself. It's well worth it. All right. Also, I would like to let everyone know that I started, I guess, it's not a new position, I guess. I acquired another hat that I am the ambassador for the Fort Worth Pay It Forward PCS group as an ambassador, handling the military folks coming into the area, specifically NASJRB Fort Worth, which is the Able Naval Air Reserve Station in Fort Worth. I got tongue tied. This is also Native American Indian Month. Next, what type of mortgage should you consider? So there's a bunch of different mortgages, different programs, criteria. So some of the different ones to consider: fixed rate mortgages, which your payment stays the same throughout the 30 years. Well, 10, 15, 20, or 30 years, they have different ones, but 30 is the most common. Excuse me. Adjustable rate mortgages, which is commonly referred to as an ARM. And the way those work is you can have a 3-1 ARM where the first 3 years are fixed and then the remaining 27 adjust annually. Then they have a 5-1 where the first 5 years are locked, and then the 25 additional years or remaining years are adjustable. They have a 7-1, which is the same thing, and then a 10-1. A conventional loan or a government-backed loan. So that's your FHA or your VA loan, your USDA loans. And then you have a jumbo loan. So those are just some of the types of loans. And we have some Zillow news. So Zillow kills their iBuyer program. So basically, Zillow overpaid for a bunch of houses, and now they've reportedly let go of like 25% of their staff, and they're just getting rid of their inventory. Believe last I checked, I believe it was 16% lower than what they purchased it for. 16% or 16,000. I have to check, but either way, it's at a discounted price, because this is exactly why you need a real estate agent, so you don't overpay. All those Zillow Zestimates or whatever, they are not necessarily accurate, so beware. And I have some VA, let me see. I have some VA news. Okay, so VA funding fee. So most VA loans include a non-refundable funding fee, but to caveat that fee can be paid up front, or it can be rolled into your actual mortgage that you are applying for. And a little known fact that the VA does not issue mortgages. The VA guarantees a portion of that mortgage, to give, I guess, the lender kind of more warm and fuzzy, that if you do default, foreclose on the loan, that they'll get some of their money back. So the VA does not issue loans. They just back the loans or guarantee a portion of the loan. Next, we have Experts project the mortgage rates will continue to rise in 2022. So Freddie Mac says the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage is expected to be 3.0, so 3% flat for this year, 2021, and rise to a 3.5% in 2022. Doug Duncan, who is a senior VP and chief economist at Fannie Mae, says right now we forecast mortgage rates to be an average of 3.3% in 2022. So still higher. First American forecasts and predict that mortgage rates will hit 3.2 by the end of this year and raise all the way up to a 3.7% by the end of 2022. So what that is saying, no matter what it goes up to, the operative word is up. The rates are going up. So the sooner you decide to buy or get qualified to buy, the better for you, and you can ride the appreciation wave. Okay, we're at Wednesday already, so I have my typical hump day virtual home tours, and I have the lease rental properties under 200,000, properties between 200 and 300,000, and properties above 300,000, as well as a client that I have that is selling 2 separate 2-acre lots that they would like to sell together for a combined total of just over 4 acres. So contact me if you're interested in that land. Then I also have, I believe, at least 10 virtual showings of homes that I kind of pieced together from YouTube, so you can see that. All right, next, why a wave of foreclosures is not on the way. And I believe I talked about this in a couple episodes previous to this one, but there are a few reasons. So there are fewer homeowners in trouble this time around. So just for sheer numbers, not as many people are in trouble this year. Next, most of the mortgages in forbearance have enough equity to sell their home. So that's a big one right there. So if you're in trouble, you could sell your home, pay off what you owe, and either break even or walk away with some money. Even if that's not what you want to do, you still have that option. The current market can absorb listings coming to the market. And so when foreclosures hit the market back in 2008, that's when we had, all the trouble. There was an oversupply of houses for sale. And now we're in exactly the opposite situation today. So those are some of the reasons why I don't see us getting into a foreclosure issue. All right. Surprisingly, this will be our first motivational post coming up for this week. So, and I have here in big letters, read it twice. So it says, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind always. So someone is always going through something, no matter what you see or what they present on the outside. So just be nice to everyone. All right, mortgage checkup. The Mortgage Nerd and various other lenders that I partner with says that it's a great idea to just get a second look to see, what your mortgage is looking like. You may be able to get out of your mortgage insurance. So just have a look at it. It doesn't hurt. Let me see. Another motivation. Don't think too much. You'll create a problem that wasn't even there in the first place. So don't overthink it. All right, so question for you. Is it more important to you to have a great neighborhood or a great house? Most people have to choose between living in the neighborhood of their dreams or living in the home of their dreams. We've recently been challenged on the idea that you should buy the house in the best neighborhood, regardless of its size. What do you think? All right, numbers don't lie. It's still a good time to sell. All right, so in this article, I have couple key factors are saying to support the idea that it's still a good time to sell. So housing inventory is lower than last year by 13%. Since September of 2020, home prices nationwide are up 13.3%. Homes on the market are a median of just 17 days. That's how long that they're on, the market average. Sellers are receiving 3.7 offers. And like I said, that's average. I'm bet my money that it's a lot more offers here in the local area where you guys are watching this. Motivation, motivation, motivation. Stop being jealous of people in their winning season. You don't know what they lost in their losing season. All right, this is also a heads up that we have fallback coming this weekend, so you'll gain an extra hour of sleep. So remember to set those clocks back. Okay, 8 things to know when buying a home for sale by owner. Just run through these really quick. All right. You can work with the buyer's agent. So even though for sale by owner, you can still have someone represent you as a buyer looking out for your interests. 2, learn your state laws. So just because it's for sale by owner, they're not exempt from, the state and local laws. Beware of FSBO overpricing. So just because they set a price, how do they know what the market will support? They have emotions involved, maybe life events that have happened in the home that they're attaching monetary value to, or maybe upgrades that they've, put into the home, a pool. The market may not necessarily support that. So keep that in mind as well. Spell out who pays the closing costs in your contract. So make sure that they do that. Don't give the seller your earnest money. So when you have a listing agent and a buyer's agent, the money goes through to a third party to hold it. So in this case, if it's for sale by owner, they are the listing agent. So make sure you don't give the money to them. You need to give it to a title company, real estate attorney, lawyer, but don't give it to them. You don't want to be caught up in the mix or, making yourself vulnerable for a scam. All right, 6, yes, a FSBO still needs a home inspection. Inspection. And get a clue, which is a comprehensive loss underwriting exchange report. So you want to know how many claims have been processed or, submitted for the home that you're about to purchase. Plan for what you'll do if repairs are needed. So the for sale by owners are already trying to make the most money out of this. So typically they're not going to be willing to make repairs on the property for you to buy or negotiate. So just keep that in mind. All right, a couple more. So I put out my November newsletter for this month, and some of the things there are priced out, what it means and what to do about it. Light for living, how to choose fixtures that suit your home, and is your home winter ready? And I think this is the final one. Top 10 questions to ask a mortgage lender. Do you know them all? All right, so we're going to start here. How we doing on time? We got about a minute and a half. Excuse me. What types of home loans do you offer? Like we went over earlier, there are a multitude of loan products. What type of mortgage is best for me? So the mortgage loan officer that you go with should be able to see. This is real time, so I got to get this phone. I just put it on mute. So one take. That's it. One take. What type of mortgage is best for you? So they should be able to give you different scenarios of, which product is best for you and what situation will, benefit you the most. What are your closing costs? How much time do you need to complete the mortgage? Do you do underwriting in-house, or is it, out to a third party? What documents do I need? And I have on the back of my card, if I can put up real quick, items that you need. So if you have one of my cards, you can just flip that over. Do you participate in any down payment assistance programs? Very important. Do you charge for an interest rate lock? Who will be the title and escrow agency or attorney? And how do you communicate with your clients? All very important questions that you need to know. And let me see, I think that is it for this week. Let me see. So that is it. So until next time, I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been another episode of the Week in Review with myself, Realtor Rob, for the week of 31 October. Until next time, take care of yourself and those around you. This is Realtor Rob signing off.